It wasn't the news Hydro Ottawa wanted to give, but after working around the clock for almost a week to restore power, they failed to meet their full restoration by Friday deadline. The company's CEO, Bryce Conrad, says as full restoration work continued, more surprises came up along the lines, delaying efforts. He says the damage is 4 to 5 times worse than from the tornadoes we saw in 2018, adding every part of the city was severely impacted.
I've consistently stated that we were targeting today to get the bulk power system back up and running. Owing to the weather this morning and the level of additional damage that we're finding to our equipment, we will not meet that commitment. The work is complicated, dangerous, and time-consuming.
Here on Merivale Road, hydro crews are working around the clock to restore power to this part of Ottawa. As you can see from here behind me, they are currently working to replace the broken and fallen poles. While power is expected to return to this part of Ottawa shortly, the cleanup is expected to take weeks. Hydro Ottawa initially thought they'd have to replace around 200 fallen and broken poles, but in reality it was closer to 400. That's almost double the amount Hydro Ottawa replaces in a year, but now that work had to have been done in just days. The Merivale Corridor is a main hydro line which serves the community and connects to many homes and businesses in the area. Those who live in the neighborhood say they were beginning to feel hopeless after a week with no power and no clear timelines as to when it would return. Those who live in the Minto-run buildings nearby suffered the worst with no generators to keep the elevators running. Water also went out in the buildings, with Ottawa fire crews arriving to pump it into units by hose. The cleanup from the storm is expected to take weeks, with much of the debris and brush still not picked up yet. And for those now needing repairs, many roofing companies are booked up until the fall.
As I stated yesterday, even when circuits are restored in these areas and across Ottawa, we will find pockets of houses that are not online because of tree contact or additional damage that needs to be repaired. Again, I'd simply remind residents to give the crews the space that they need to work safely and securely. They are working under very trying and difficult circumstances, and they are tired, and their safety and yours is paramount. We continue to make progress, realizing that thousands are still waiting to be restored, and that mention of progress may not bring consolation. I simply ask for your ongoing patience as we continue to work around the clock to bring every single one of our customers back online.
Bruce Conrad, the president and CEO of Hydro Ottawa, says once cleanup efforts are over, then they can begin to assess their response. But if you speak to residents who live here in the Merivale neighborhood, they'll tell you they feel they should have been quicker to start the cleanup efforts and say that better communication would have helped ease anxiety. Charlie Sinash, UIN News, Ottawa.